Trouble is brewing in the Florida prison system. Unforgiven is a recognized white supremacist gang within the Florida prison system. Now, what's funny about Unforgiven is you don't hear a lot about them. They're not mentioned a lot. But they do the things that white supremacist groups do, but they also have initiation hits put on other white supremacist groups to see if you can go over and put a hit on another white supremacist group member and come back and be loyal to their group. It's crazy that they do this, but this is an initiation type thing they do from what has been reported in the indictment. There's been an indictment of 16 men, 4 of them ex-convicts from Florida, from the Florida prison system, for violent crimes and racketeering. Now, why does this involve true prison stories since they're ex-convicts? Well, there's also allegations in the indictment that the Unforgiven group uses corrupt law enforcement officers and state employees to smuggle contraband items into Columbia Correctional Institution into Lake City, Florida. Now, there's going to possibly be more indictments because my understanding is right now there's an investigation still going on. They did indict 16 people, Unforgiven members. Remember, an indictment gives the state the right to charge these people, or in this case, the federal government, the right to charge these folks, and they are presumed innocent until proven guilty. But here's the other kicker. There's an investigation going on in the Columbia Correctional Institution because the indictment states that law enforcement officers and state employees are being used by Unforgiven and on their payroll to bring contraband into the Columbia Correctional Institution. So, who would those people be? Sounds to me like it would be an investigation on correctional officers and some civilian staff probably helping the Unforgiven gang within the Florida prison system. Hey, folks, the indictment says Columbia, but Florida has a lot of prisons, and I'm sure Unforgiven is not only in Columbia Correctional Institution. So, that investigation could take a while to see if any of our employees are involved with Unforgiven, a white supremacist group within the Florida prison system. I'll keep you updated on that when that investigation is complete. Right now, when indictments go out in these type of cases, 16 people being indicted, you know darn well there's going to be some of those folks start talking. No matter how loyal they are to the Unforgiven group, somebody will start singing because they don't want to face time in prison. Now, I looked at the indictment, and it is recorded that 3 to 5 years for just about everybody on that list. Are they in the group tight enough, true white supremacists, to keep their mouth shut and possibly go to prison for 3 to 5 years? Well, maybe if all 16 keep their mouth shut and go to prison for 3 to 5 years, if found guilty, they'll continue their gang membership within the Florida prison system, and here we go again, you know. But I'm going to bet that 1 or 2 will talk. 1 or 2 will start to give some names. And once that happens, it could lead into some Florida prison employees being involved. If you do get evidence that a Florida prison employee or several are involved with these Unforgiven gang members, for sure one of them will roll. Once you get a hold of some of the employees, they won't want to go to prison and be with these guys. So they may start talking and do some jail time or probation time in exchange for some information about what's going on. let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the allegations of state employees and law enforcement officers are not involved in helping smuggle contraband into the prison for Unforgiven. Unfortunately, with my past experience, if it's in the indictment and they must have some evidence leading somewhere, I think they're going to find a couple of people that probably helped this group, Unforgiven, within the prison to get contraband. I wrote in my first book, Corruption Behind Bars, about 4 officers in North Florida who were involved in the Ku Klux Klan years back, doing things with the Ku Klux Klan within the prison system. It's happened before. Looks like it could be happening again. I hate to see it. Why would any officer in their right mind want to help any of these gangs? You know, it doesn't have to be just this gang, the white supremacist gang, any gang. Why would any officer get involved? Well, that's because they're dirty, they're crooked, and they're just as bad as the gang members themselves. And I've never seen an honest correctional officer tell me that they had no problem with a corrupt officer. Most of the 100% of them have told me they can't stand a corrupt officer. They taint the image of the good officers, and they taint the image of the corrections all across the nation. So if we do have some officers at Columbia CI or anywhere else helping this group Unforgiven, I'm praying for a good investigation, a good, fair, and impartial investigation. And if they are helping, I'm praying that we catch these dirty officers, dirty prison staff, and put the pedal to the metal and charge them accordingly. So I will update you on future information. Right now we have 16 indictments on the free world Unforgiven gang members. Let's see what happens now with the internal investigation with the allegation of prison state employees and officers being involved with helping those folks. Well, with helping those gang members, with helping those criminals. Thank you for watching Gary York, True Prison Stories. Stay safe and report corruption when you see it. Thank you very much, Gary York.